and my dad is particularly are so close. You know, I speak to my dad on a daily basis, even before lockdown. We speak on a daily basis. And if we haven't spoken one day, you know, he'll phone and say, oh my gosh, haven't spoken to you for a day, haven't spoken to you for 2 days. Is everything okay? You know, but we are so close now. But it wasn't always like that growing up, because I could not understand why they were, you know, stopping me doing this and stopping me doing that. But I like you said, the compassion, I totally feel as a parent now. Looking back, I see exactly why my mum and dad were the way that they were. They were trying to protect me. Particularly, I've got 3 brothers. Their lives were different. You know, oldest and the only sister. So I did lead quite a sheltered life, and I think that had a lot to do with my confidence. I'm not actually confident at all. I find it very difficult to speak in front of people. I'm always scared of making a mistake or saying the wrong thing, even today at the age of 42.
That doesn't come across like that now, Manjeet. You come across, you know, I remember when I approached you first, you said, oh, I'm glad that we are doing a pre-recorded, you know, conversation, because had it been live, probably I would have said no. You know, that's okay, because look, I am 49, okay? I'm a very confident person, but I'm still a very shy person, you know, even at the age of 49. But I love mingling with people. I'm a very social person in that aspect, but you know what, I love meeting people. The profession I'm in now literally is, you know, me interacting with people on a daily basis. You know, I've volunteered places where I would be face to face with people. My previous jobs, you know, whatever jobs I've had, have always been interacting with people. I remember taking one job which was office based, and I literally handed my resignation in on the second day, because I just couldn't tolerate being sitting behind a desk. And even though there were people in the office, you could speak, it was just that was not me. Yes, I'm a people person, but yet I'm very shy. I'm a people person, but yet if you ask me to come up on stage and speak, I get jitters even now, even though I'm used to it.
The thought of it
I think that, so that I think is in a way a good thing. I take it as a good thing, because you know what, it keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you alive in the sense that, you know what, you want to progress further from where you are. So you're here right now, and you want to become the next better version of yourself, and then the next step, a better version of yourself. So in that aspect, you don't come across very shy. You're very confident, and you've spoken so beautifully about everything. You know, whatever I've asked, there has been no nervousness, no jitters. I couldn't see them at least. You know, probably the legs are shaking under the table. Probably that is the case, but so are mine. I literally started this series a few weeks ago, and when I sat down for the first time to interview, and I remember telling that lady, I said, you know why I've approached people who I'm comfortable with? It's because you guys are my friends. I've already got that comfort level. I said, if I was supposed to do this with somebody completely strange, who I've never met, who I've never interacted with, I said, probably I wouldn't be able to do it. She said, oh, come off, Rupi. She said, you're a very confident person. I said, yes, I am, but I'm very shy at the same time. She said, no, that I could have never picked up in the 4 years we've been, you know, we have known each other. And I was like, oh, okay, so I hide very well in that aspect. So yeah, you know, but that is part and parcel of our character, and we can't change certain aspects of our character. But you know what? I have seen you from the first time we interacted, these 7-8 months which I've interacted with you on social media, and we have had quite a few conversations, you know, through messages. I have literally seen a progressive person every single day. You know, you progress every single day, you become a better version of yourself every single day. And that is what life is about, right? That is what we need to teach our children, and you're leading by example. So you're doing an absolutely beautiful job.
Thank you. It means a lot. See, that's another thing. Taking compliments is so difficult for me. I get embarrassed.
Yes, I think because it's a cultural thing. Again, it's a cultural thing, because we are told that, you know what, when somebody compliments you, you're supposed to accept it and not say anything bad. But I now teach my kids, and it took me quite a few years as well. And the first mentor I had in my life, you know, when he paid me a compliment, and I was like, thank you. He
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
why
exactly.
that hesitation?
Yeah.
Why that hesitation, Rupi? And I was like, because it's a compliment. He said, and you should be gracious enough to accept it gracefully. I said, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So, yes, when somebody compliments you, let's, be graceful and accept it. I don't call it being immodest or being,
I think it's more that,
yeah.
things from your childhood and things that as you're growing up, you kind of, they go into your adulthood, you kind of become conditioned to that way, and you don't know any other way. So yeah, I mean, I'm still learning so much. I'm still scared of making mistakes, I'm still scared of saying the wrong thing or making a fool out of myself. So yeah, I don't know if that comes across, but those are the things that are going through in my head as I'm speaking.
No, that doesn't come across. And you know what, even if we are, that is what makes us human, right? If we could conquer all of that, then we would be the enlightened one, and we would not be sitting here having a conversation. We would be in the other astral planet. So what is your training style then? How did somebody came to you? What would you,
so I mean, I don't have one set of training style, because I know that everyone is an individual.
Okay.
And because my training style personally has grown from the day I first started with the we to what I do now, all these years, 12, 13 years later, is so different. I started, I think, with 2 kg weights, and I used to think they were so heavy, and now I can lift nearly my body weight. So it's totally different. And I know that everyone has got their own individual starting point, and that starting point isn't always the physical starting point, it's their mindset starting point. If somebody came to me, through an informal conversation, I'd first just find out what they are about. You find out a lot about somebody just by talking to them. And then I will work with that person to design a program for them with what they want, because I say I'm a motivator, I'm not a dictator.
Perfect.
I want to motivate you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. This is the way you do it, this is how you do it, that's what's going to work for you. I don't work like that. You tell me what you want to do, and I'll work with you. We'll make it happen.
So you'll design probably a program according to the individual, rather than
the individual.
One glove fits all.
Exactly.
Perfect. And how do you assess when clients come to you? Is there a special technique you use, or special forms or questions to answer?
There's a pre-screening form which has to be completed for disclaimer reasons, medical reasons, their previous background and history in terms of when they exercised before. All of that matters. And what they enjoy, what they don't enjoy.
Absolutely.
The choice is given to them about what they want to do. But I always start with the forms, and I ask people to be as honest as possible on the form. So don't say I'm available 7 days a week to work out, because that doesn't have to happen. 2-3 days a week is fine. We'll work with you, and if you've only got 10 minutes, you've only got 20 minutes, we'll work with that time you've got.
Perfect. And when did you take note of taking this up? When did you decide of professionally then training to become a proper trained, facilitator or trainer?
It's a funny one, because I've always done it just for myself, and then been really open with other people when they've asked me how to do certain things, or how to start whatever. So it's always been on a level where I just want to help. And my main motivator, ambition has never been to be business. It's never been about that, even to this day. It's really strange for me to have just started my own company only in December, by the way. It's really strange, because it was never intended to be such. It's always just been about helping women, because I wish I had someone when I was going through stuff. So as I said, I had Amber in 2017. And I was supposed to return to work in 2018, September. In the meantime, they had a massive restructure at work. They were offering voluntary redundancy. And I just saw it as an opportunity to just, I didn't want to go back to work, if that made sense, because I waited so long for Amber, and I didn't have that opportunity to be at home with Gia.
Yeah.
We went to nursery when she was 11 months old, and I took voluntary redundancy. It was such a big step.
Yeah.
It was scary. I've always worked since I was 17, and here I was now taking redundancy and not knowing what I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
I was just going to be home with a baby. And she was 3 months old, and an email popped up in my inbox about about training courses in the fitness industry. And I thought, well, I'm at home now.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just study. At least I would start to get to, again, not with a business kind of mindset, more to do with, let me find out more so that I can learn more and I can be more confident. So when these women are asking me questions, at least I can kind of give them the correct answers.
Yeah.
Or I can try. And I just started studying, and that was it. So I'm still studying. I had to defer a few times with Amber. It was a bit difficult to leave her and things like that at the beginning. And I kind of underestimate, I should say. I thought, oh, she's a baby, she'll sleep while I study.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I had to defer a few times and things like that. But I was supposed to be taking so I've qualified in fitness instructor in pre and postnatal exercise.
Congratulations.
And the pre and postnatal nutrition, and I've done lots of like continued professional development alongside it. And I was due to take my exams, my assessment practical, on the 5th of April for the personal trainer.
Yeah.
COVID decided there was that it was going to come and do this, and so that's deferred until the foreseeable future. I don't know when I'm going to get around to doing that. But as part of the diploma, to get that, I have to have the nutrition and weight management.
Perfect.
So I'm doing that now, the case study, so that hopefully by the time I get back around to doing the level 3, this would be completed, then I'll have the full diploma.
So you're utilizing your time very well then, you know.
I'm trying. I'm just thinking there was no point in holding back on that one and then just delaying it. We're all at home now, so we're helping each other out, so I can get a bit of study done.
And then there's more time available as well, because you know what, it's not rushing,
exactly,
you know,
that's right,
grab this or do that. So it's a little bit easier to, you know,
so I'm kind of doing it at my own pace, which is nice. Makes a bit of a change. Well,
that brings us to the end of our session, Manjeet. It's
a
pleasure. It's been actually a pleasure, you know, to hear you speak so confidently, and I've learned quite a few tips today as well. I've picked up a lot of information, and I'm sure when this video goes out, you know, it's going to be full of information which will impact somebody or the other at some level. Oh, it will, you know, because you, like I said, through your social media platform, you do so much information, you give so much information already that, you know, it's just probably a little next step, you know, for somebody who's thinking, okay, you're doing this, but how do you qualify? You know, how are you appropriate to give advice on social media? And, you know, are you even fit to do that? So all of the answers are there. And thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation to come and have this conversation with me. It's been a joy.
Thank you.
And I literally have learned quite a few bits from you today. Thank you.
I've learned so much from you about the mindfulness and things like that. It's actually, I've taken quite a lot on board, and I'll be probably contacting you later about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Please feel free. And, you know, there's something I'm working on, hopefully, which should go out in the next couple of days. It's a group which I'm organizing now, you know, to come. Anybody who wants to join for meditation, it will be done regularly on a daily basis.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
That will be something which, you know, looking forward to on social media. The information will go out hopefully in a couple of days' time.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you so much, my lovely. Have a lovely day, and have a lovely day ahead, and good week. Bye-bye.
Bye.